Hey everyone, how are you? And I am so grateful to be here with you at the 2018 Black Womanpreneur Conference. My name is Elle Grant. I am also called Miss Natural Lady Boss, but you can call me Elle Boogie. I'm so grateful to be here with so many like minded individuals who are knocking down doors and taking on the world by storm, and we're just taking things to unforeseen heights. So let's get ready for the takeover. So let me give you a little insight about myself. I'm a single mom from Brooklyn, New York. I work full time for the city of New York, and of course I have my own business. But how did I get to in the business? Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer, then I changed my mind. I wanted to be a doctor, then I changed my mind. Then I wanted to be a computer engineer, changed my mind again. But with all three, I knew I wanted to have a business on the side. I just knew I just couldn't get rid of the bug. But I do remember taking $5, going to the store, buying candy, and then going to school and selling the candy to my friends. Coming home with $20. My mother would ask, where did I get all this money from? I said I sold my candy at school. All she said was, yeah, you're my child. And that's when I knew I got the bug. I got the business bug. So from there, of course, I got my degrees in business. I have a bachelor and a master's, and I haven't looked back since. So, of course, I realized that, what am I going to do? So, fast forward, and here it is. It's 2014. I got introduced to my first network marketing company. Then in December that same year, I got introduced to my second company, and I'm still with that company to this day. So, what are we here to talk about? We're here to talk about focus. And what is focus? It's my acronym for focus on change until successful. And what are we going to focus on? Your finances. But how are we going to focus on it? Well, we're going to focus on it by the 369 financial transformation. So, if you have a sheet of paper, I want you to take the sheet of paper out. On the first line, right? I want you to write a number 2. Second line, well, actually, I want you to make a space. Then the next line, I want you to write number 4. Then I want you to make another space, and I want you to write the number 3. So, here's 5 questions for you. Is America the wealthiest country? Yes. Is there is most Americans saving for retirement? Do they have their own retirement plan? No. Do most Americans invest on a monthly basis? No. Are most Americans debt free? Ooh, no. Do most Americans have 3 to 5,000 saved for a true emergency fund? Most Americans don't even know what a true emergency fund is, but we're here to change that because I know I didn't, and I'm glad I do now. So I want you to write on that first line where you had the number 2, I want you to write the word objectives. So we have 2 objectives, and that is your current lifestyle, which is paid for by labor, which is your work, and we work paycheck to paycheck, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Then we have the next one, which is your future lifestyle, and that's paid for by investments. But how do we get there? That's what I'm here for. Because as my mentor told me, something's got to work, just not me. So the government tried to help us with something called Social Security, but it's really not secure. Social insecurity. And then you have corporations who turned around and tried to help us with something called pensions and 401ks, but that didn't work either. So you have social insecurity that we're actually paying for now is paying for those who are collecting it. So by the time I was to reach retirement age, I wouldn't be able to collect it because there is none. And as far as pensions, well, we know a lot of companies fell down and just blew out most people's pensions. So we can't depend on the government. We can't depend on corporations. What do we do now? this is where we come to number 4, those challenges. And there are 4 challenges that is stopping you from continuing your current lifestyle and getting to your future lifestyle. The first one is inflation. And inflation is the silent income killer. Now, remember when gas was about $1.75, $2.25 a gallon? Now you literally have to take out a loan just to fill up your tank. It's crazy how much inflation has grown. And inflation is not just in gas. You have it in milk, you have it in gum, you have it in vegetables, clothes, because the demand gets so high and it just tracks down to who? To us. And we pay the most for it. So the second thing we have is what we call taxes. I see you sweating and angry. So taxes takes out 1/3 of your income. But did you know for the first 4 months of the year, you actually work for free? Yeah, this is it. We all pay all types of taxes. Federal, state, local, kid, animal, husband, girlfriend. We pay for it, all types of taxes. Just thinking about it makes me tired. But taxes cause what number 3 is, and it's part of the second 1/3 of our income, which is debt. And we all have debt. I know I do, of course, because why? I took out loans for my degrees. But we're going to change all of that. And we have all different types of debt, and we try to get out, but it keeps pulling us back in. Now, for our third and final one, that takes our 1/3 of the income, we have big business. Now, check this out. In December, you have Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's Eve, which is my birthday. January, you have New Year's Day. February, you have Valentine's Day. And please don't forget those gifts. March, you have, depending upon how they decide to do the calendar, you might have spring break. April, you have Easter, so you got to get a new outfit. May, you have Mother's Day. June, you have Father's Day. July is the 4th of July. August, there's no holidays, but back to school time. September, you have Labor Day. October's Halloween. November, you have Thanksgiving, Brown Thursday, Black Friday, Cyber Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And here we go back to December, where it starts all over again. And let's not forget, in between, you have different holidays. So you have 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. All of that equals to 100% of your income is gone. So what do? We have our solutions. We have 3 of them. So the 3 solutions we have, the first one is going to work with your W-2, which is your job. If you work, I guarantee that you haven't revisited your W-4 since you started your job. And I'm pretty sure your personal situation has changed since you've had that job. So your W-4 gets you the cash. Now, as an employee, you're taxed at 28 to 33%. Ouch. I want you to write this down. I work, I tax, I spend. This is exactly goes for you as you work every day. Second is your business income. I want you to write this down. My business works, my business spends, my business is taxed. And as a business, you're only taxed at 18 to 23%. Now, this is your asset. Now, finally, we have an investor. And as an investor, write this down. My money works, I reinvest, I make more money. And as an investor, you're only taxed at less than 15%. This is your cash. So the 3 strategies you have is cash, which is under your cash flow management. You turn it into an asset, which is your business income, which you turn it into more cash, which is your investment income. There go your 3 strategies. With your cash flow management, you're able to minimize your taxes, minimize your expenses, and minimize your debt. That sounds all amazing just right there. So with the business income, all it takes for you to invest, $35, $34.95 to be exact, which allows you to write off your lifestyle and earn additional income each week. With the investment income, you have capital gains, you earn dividends, and the best investment you can make is in yourself. Now, there are three different people that are listening right now. The first person says, I'm good, I'm happy the way my income is, and I'm not interested. It's not a problem. I just ask that maybe you pass on the information to somebody you know would be interested. Then you have the second person that's like, oh, I need these strategies. I need at least the first strategy, which is that cash flow management, and I need the third strategy, which is the investment income. I need those two. Not a problem. You all in. Then you have that third person that's like, look, I'm here for it all. I want it all. I want the bonuses. I want the residual income. I want it all. I have to set up for generational wealth. Well, either way, I'm here for you. But let me tell you how I've been able to change so much of my finances, and I'm not even done yet. So I've paid off at least $3,000 of my debt just because I was able to revisit my W-4 and actually read exactly what it's going through as my mentor showed me. And I couldn't believe how much money I saved, how much money I actually put back in my paycheck in order to pay off my debt. So now that I'm still bringing in more money through my check, so now I'm ready to tackle my student loans. And I found out that because I work for the city of New York, I actually qualify for a federal loan forgiveness. Now, even though I still have to pay on my loan, I don't have to pay that much on my loan because about $87,000 of my loan is going to be written off. So that means I'm not going to be in debt for the rest of my life. How fantastic is that? All because of the simple strategies that I've learned that's going to take my finances to a higher height, and I'll be able to leave a lasting legacy for my son and for the rest of my family that comes after. And just the point of being able to set up my investments, I've already started an investment account. I've saved money. I have stocks. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, far from it, but I can show you the way where you can be financially free and you can set up others around you to be free, because no one else is going to get wealthy. You're not going to get wealthy working for someone else. You got to work for you. So with that being said, I just want to thank you for having me here. And if you want to learn more about everything that I do, you can contact me on Facebook at Focus, my business page. I'm also on IG as Miss Natural Lady Boss. And you can also catch me at my email as she's her own boss at outlook.com. So you might be wondering a little bit about my shirt. So my shirt says, if you can make $1, then you can make $1 million. Be above average. This is another line that I started all because I was able to start my income. I shifted my income. How amazing is that? To just go from not being able to know exactly what I wanted to do in business, and I have 2 businesses and I have several more coming. I'm not going to let anything stop me. You should not be letting anything stop you. So it's time to do the takeover. It's time to make it happen. It's time to focus. Thank you so much for having me here, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Bye, everybody.